Alright, so today we're going to talk about another way of looking at the chain rule. We started with this in class a couple days ago. Alright, this way of looking at the chain rule is called U-Substitution. So with that, we're going to take our inside function and to make it U. We're going to call it U. So then we can look at our outside function and just talk about the derivative of that before substituting back in. Alright. Some people like this method more than the traditional way. Other people dislike this method, so it's kind of up to you to decide. But our basic notion here is that the derivative of our function overall, so the derivative of y with respect to x, this guy right here, alright, is equal to the derivative of y with respect to u times the derivative of u with respect to x. Alright, so what that's saying is the derivative of my u, my outside, times the derivative of my inside, but we'll get there. Alright, so here's an example that we're going to discuss. So let's say we've got the function f of x is equal to e to the 3x. Alright, so our inside function here, if we were to put a number in for x, we'd see what happens first. Well, it gets multiplied by 3. So our inside function is u equal to 3x. Alright, that's our first step. So identify the inside function is our first step. Our second step would be to take the derivative of u with respect to x. So the derivative of u here would just be 3. We pull down our exponent of 1, x to the 1 minus 1, 3x to the 0, or 3. Alright, that's just the power rule being applied there. So the second step is to differentiate or take the derivative of u with respect to x. Alright, once we've done that, we can see we've got the right hand side of our U-Substitution rule done. Now we need to look at our function overall. So I'm going to do that in a different color. Overall, if we rewrite e with our u, instead of 3x, we've got e to the u. So then we say, well, what's the derivative of this function overall, dy, with respect to u? Well, we know the derivative of e to the x is just e to the x. So the derivative of e to the u is e to the u. Alright, our last step, so that would be step 3 over here, alright, was to take the derivative of the overall function, so derivative of y with respect to u. Alright. Our next and final step here is to put it all together. Alright, so we're going to put it all together according to that setup we have up top. Alright, so we put it all together and we've got dy dx, the derivative of our whole function with respect to x, is equal to, alright, we've got our dy du, e to the u, alright, and we've got our du dx, the derivative of u with respect to x, which was 3. Alright, so Combining those two things that we know, we've got 3e to the u. Well, we don't want u, we want x. So we replace that u with what it is equal to, 3x. Alright, and this guy right here, that's our final answer. Alright, so that's just a quick little rundown on U-substitution. We'll do more practice with this in class, and I'll post a couple more examples for you. Thanks.